Happy Thursday! Well, actually, when I film this, it is Monday, 4th of July. What am I doing here? I could be out celebrating, but I'm at home because I wanted to film a mukbang and I got a lot of things to do before I go to Korea next month. So, yes, what are we gonna eat today? Let me tell you. Oh-ho! What can be in this box? Shall we find out? This box is a little stubborn. Boom! Pyong pyong! What we have here, ladies and gentlemen, well, there's something else down here too. Check it out. Oh yeah, second layer. Paris Baguette. Paris Baguette Pastries. Alright, so what is Paris Baguette? Well, it's a South Korean bakery chain inspired by French pastries, and I'm eating in America. Okay, Paris Baguette has many locations all around the world, and no, this is not a sponsorship. And they're gonna be expanding to 60 countries within the next few years. And so today is 4th of July, and of course I'm wearing red, and the background is white. And where is blue? Blue's on my nails. Woo! It is hot today. Oh, woo! I would open the windows and film, but outside noise, you know, and people gonna hear me say weird stuff about my food, and they'll be like, "What is this girl talking about?" They have no idea I'm making a mukbang video. But anyhow, let's set up our little shop here. Okay. Alright. I can't remember exactly what everything is, but we will find out soon enough. I have my receipt. I gotta get my receipt, and then we will figure out which item is what. Let's put this here. Bread. I'm so excited about that one. There's so much color contrast. The outsides are super dark and the inside is light. It's tall. There's that. I think this one's a bear claw. Hold on, I gotta get... Ah! No! Oh, whew, my box fell down. Oh, thankfully it wasn't like anything creamy. However, all the white powder on my waffle, it fell on the carpet. Oh, my carpet is getting high off of sugar. Alright, so, how do I make this setup pretty? Pretty, and so that you can see everything that's going on here. Okay, I always feel like there's a piece of hair like on my nose. That's why I'm itching it. Okay, let's see. Can you guys see everything? Oh, my hands are sticky. It tastes like garlicky. Alright. Squeezies, squeezies. Alrighty! Oh, I gotta get my receipt, so... Oh, hold on just a momento. Alright, here we go. I got all this from Paris Baguette. Oh, I just said Paris Baguette. This one is located in San Jose. There are a couple locations in San Jose. So this one is on Saratoga Avenue near Mitsuwa, a Japanese market. Alrighty. There's the details. Yeah. So as you can see, like this area right here, the printing didn't do such a good job. It's a little bit, yeah, I can't read it. Okay, well, this is the garlic croissant. I think this is Canele. Red bean pastry, sesame tapioca bread, coffee bun, Belgian waffle, sweet potato bread, Hawaiian sausage bread. Yeah, I believe I named everything. Oh, this guy is one bite pastry, and it has a blackberry on top. It also comes with a strawberry or like blueberry, you choose. And then paired with all of these guys, I got some green tea. It has lemongrass and what was it called? Ginger as well. And because it's hot, I'm putting it on my fancy little teacup set. Well, I'm not using the cup because the cup is really small. And yes, this is much bigger, so. Woo, still hot. It's a hot day. Hot day and drinking hot tea. Alrighty, so what should we begin with? Let's see, I have some notes. Oops, sorry tapioca bread. I have some notes here, some things I wanted to talk to you guys about. Yes, so, well, first off, I'm hungry, so let's eat. What shall we try? We have savory, savory, sweet, 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 sweet. Oh my gosh, I want to try everything. Okay, well, this one's more like breakfast. So shall we take a bite of this? What was this one again? It was Belgian Waffle. I'll give you guys a close look. As you can see, you got the little, maybe it's a confectionery sugar. Woo! It is sweet. Just smelling it alone, I could taste it in my mouth. I already have a good sense of what it's gonna be like. I guess you could put like extra syrup on that if you want. Sprinkle on some blueberries. What can I say? It tastes like it doesn't taste like 100% waffle, but it does have a hint of a waffle taste. But then again, I haven't had a Belgian waffle in Belgium for almost 10 years, I think, so I can't quite remember what that authentic Belgian waffle tastes like, though I do remember it was so delicious. This one is certainly a wannabe of that. It's not like the Belgian waffle of Belgium, but you know, it's decent. It's sweet. It's sweet but not too sweet. It's like medium sweet. The bread itself is a little bit stiff, but it's not so stiff where you're like really like working out your muscles, your jaw muscles. I wonder what time they made this today. Assuming that they made it today. What time is it right now? It's 2 p.m. And I called them yesterday and I was like, what time will most of your pastries be ready to be bought? And they're like 10 a.m. So most likely these have been just like been ready since 10 a.m. I don't drink milk, but I'm craving milk right now because of this guy. I mean, the taste of milk is, yeah, taste of milk is great, but I'm lactose intolerant, and I don't know, I just don't feel too great after drinking milk and having too many dairy products. I still do like eating yogurt though, but not too much. It's not particularly like amazing, but I still just want to eat it. More and more of it. I mean, sure, it's addicting. Let's have some of this. Cheers. Oh, it's hot. Woo! Actually, it's a humid summer right now in Korea, and because it is what? It is June? No, it's July. And I feel like, yeah, I'll pretend I'm in Korea. Yeah, because it's hot in here. Alright, so let's go from least sweetest possible to sweetest. I believe this one is the next least sweetest, or maybe this is like the least sweetest of the bunch. This is sesame tapioca bread. I grew up eating this one. Whenever my mother and we went to the bakery, we'd always get one of these guys, almost on like a weekendly basis. And as you can see, those black dots are sesame seeds. It's puffy, and you could squish it. You could squish it, but it doesn't have a bouncing back capability. You know, once you squish it, it kind of like makes a dent in the bread. And it doesn't have much of a smell. And if you tap on it, it sounds kind of like a basketball. So I'm gonna just, instead of biting into, I'm gonna peel this open. Oh, and woohoo! Look at inside. It's hollow. Do you see that? It's very hollow. You could stick a finger in there. You could stick some secret things in there, like a note, and pass it to your lover. You know, you could sneak in a little chocolate in there when your mom's not looking. Yeah. Wait, I was gonna do something. What was I gonna do? I forget. Woo! I just can't get over how hot it is. See, oh my god, this waffle is not that delicious, but something about it just makes you want to eat it. And the white powdered area is definitely tastier by like 7%. Alright. Oh yeah. Let's continue with this guy. Definitely gonna hit the gym after this. Alright. So the outside, it looks kind of like smooth, you know, but then the inside, it looks more chewy, and it looks more yeah, like let me show you. See, the outside is glossy and the inside is not. Inside is more like cushiony. You see, this flavor is very mild. So if you eat anything sweet before this, you'll barely taste it. But I'm starting to taste it now. And I kind of eat this for the texture. And I do prefer this one over the waffle. This one is a little bit more mature. And what I mean by that is, it's something that I think adults would prefer more over the waffle. Wannabe Belgian waffle. Inside is pretty like cobwebby, you know? Like, we have these random little rooms here. Man, I haven't eaten this in a long time. Maybe the last time I went to Korea, maybe even longer than that. Yeah, this one it's like rubber bandy in a way because it's kind of stretchy. Woo! It's hot. In last time's mukbang, what was I eating that day? What was I eating that day? Oh, I was eating Filipino food, and I had that amazing ube ice cream. Well, in the last mukbang, I asked you, do you think we're in a simulation, or do you think we're in base reality? And what I meant by that is, are we kind of like in a Sims game, and a higher human being, like a superhuman, is controlling this world? Or do you think we are the superhumans, like the super beings, you know, and we're the ones in control of like the other little sim games we're playing and whatnot? And I asked you that question, but I didn't answer it myself. For me, I'm not sure. And it doesn't matter, because whether we're in base reality or we are in a simulation, it's not gonna really change that much, I think, because we're all gonna be doing the same thing anyhow. We're gonna be working, we're gonna be making money, we're gonna be eating, we're gonna be looking for friends, lovers, like hang out with family. Like, doesn't matter what kind of reality we're in, it's pretty much the same. Like, we're all trying to survive, we're all trying to enjoy, you know? So, with that said, oh, I would love to try this cute little croissant. Oh, here, let me give you a close look at this little baby. Oh, so cute. I wonder how the croissant got its design. Maybe there's something functional about it. The way the shape affects how it is cooked. I'm not sure. I'm sure if you Google it, the answer will be there. And it has a little bit of garlic, and is that parsley on top? Some greenies on there. And it's better than expected. However, the croissants in America, I've tried many, but nothing comes close to the croissants I've had in Paris. Oh dear, like in Paris, the croissants, like, so buttery. Maybe not as healthy, but they're so delicious. And just kind of like melts, and it just in heaven, you know? This one is savory. After all, there is some garlic in this. Inside is, you know, your typical croissant. Le croissant. You know, if you guys were a pastry, which pastry would you like to be? Would you like to be a croissant? A baby croissant? A mama croissant? Tapioca bread? Belgian waffle? Or maybe you want to be more like schizophrenic twinsy? Like this hot dog? Which one do I like the most? They're a little different each. Okay, this is the least flavorful, but this is my favorite so far. I mean, maybe I'm partial because I grew up eating this. One of those things that my mother and I always ate together. Alright, what's another thing I want to talk to you guys about? Sorry, my writing is a little messy, that's why. Yeah, since we're eating Parisian inspired goods right now, I thought it'd be a good opportunity. I thought it'd be a good opportunity to talk about Paris and France. Now, before that, let's have another bite of something. I'm gravitating towards the coffee cake currently. This one, it's really cute. It's simple and cute. It's just like round. It almost looks like a burnt moon because there are cracks here and the shape is perfectly round. And I love how the bottom, the base, it's just like this round little, I'm sure there's a technical term for this, but I love this. It just fits perfectly. Kind of cartoony. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna peel this off. It's home base. And oh look, on like the bottom half, it looks light. It's almost like a very flat pancake. Or not pancake, very flat cupcake. And it looks like it's dripping with like icing. Smells coffee-ish. And it might look like round and smooth, but it's actually like spongy. So shall we bite into it or should I peel it? Not peel, you know, boosh, like tear it apart. Bite or tear apart? I haven't teared anything apart yet. No, I think I tear that apart. Oh. So there's like a very small area that's hollow in here. You see that? And the inside is just bready. You know, your typical bread. I was expecting the inside to be this dark brown color as well, but it smells more coffee-like more than it tastes. I imagine this would be most enjoyed with a cup of coffee. More smelly than flavorful. Inside, that's decent. Not that sweet at all. Coffee bun is just slightly sweeter than tapioca. And definitely coffee bun is less sweet than waffle. Let's have a sip of our tea. All right. I really want to try this guy. I've been eyeing this the past few times I went to Paris Baguette. However, I never got it because I was like, oh, that's kind of big, you know. You know what I like about this? It looks kind of like a fist going like this, right? A big flat hand, like boosh, like this. Yeah. You could share this with 5 people easily. How do you do it? You just, oh, it's not, it's easier said than done. Just grab a edge and then peel off, just like that. Okay, here's the inside. Yes, and on the outside, these are black sesame seeds. And this inside here, the core is red bean paste. This is kind of, it looks flaky. However, it's not as crispy or, you know, delicate as it might look. Also not too sweet. Here's the thing, you guys. Korean pastries are not as sweet in general compared to American sweets. Oftentimes when I eat American cakes, I get a stomach ache. But for whatever reason, when I eat Korean cakes, I'm fine. Now, it might be because there's less sugar, and because Asians are, it's said that they have a higher percentage of being lactose intolerant compared to those of European descent. So maybe like the Korean bakeries, they use less milk, or they use a different kind of milk. I don't know. Maybe they use another substitute for an ingredient. But whatever it is they're doing, I'm not getting a stomach ache. I'll find out one day when I start baking. Maybe in 80 years. 80 years. How old would I be? I'd be over 100. I'm gonna try another portion of this bear claw. I'm just gonna call it bear claw. Why not? Wait a second. I think maybe in American bakeries they do call it bear claw. My memory is a little dim right now. I think the attractive thing about this bread is it's shiny on the top. I have a feeling they coat it with something. Because this area is not shiny at all, not glossy. But on the top here, yeah, I think they brush it on, because right here, if I look closely, there's like a line of like shininess, and then the other side of the line, it's not shiny at all. So, wow, when was the last time I went to Paris? I went to Paris twice. First time I went with one of my best friends, Yuna. You've seen Yuna in my other channel often. And we were in college at that time. And there was something called, we're going to art college. And we do like figure drawing naked people, nude people, drawings of statues and fruit and like all kinds of stuff. I would make like sculptures and stuff as well. Like sculptural headpieces. And there was this spring elective class, and it was called the Paris trip. And I think there was like 60 students who got to go, maybe 100, I'm not sure. But yeah, we went, and then our job, the trip lasted only 10 days, but we had to fill out a 50-page sketchbook. So, or maybe it was 100. Anyway, 50 or 100 pages, that's a lot to sketch within 10 days. And it was due by the end of the trip on the airplane. If you turn it in after the airplane ride, then you get a 1/3 grade docked down. And only 2 people, I heard, got A's in that class. I was one of them. I should be humble about it. But anyhow, the main point of this story is, it was really fun, just like walking around and exploring Paris through the eyes of an artist. And we just went on like these art tours and just like soaking in the romantic vibes. The time we went was in February, and that is the time I recommend going to Paris, in my opinion. The second time I went to Paris was during the summertime, and it was not as romantic. The sky was blue as opposed to being gray and moody. Oh, excuse me, that coffee bun burp. And yeah, summertime, it was good for like, doing outdoorsy stuff. But like when I went in February, we were wearing like still slightly like thick coats. And I don't know, everything just seems so magical. Oh yeah, it's just been a long time. But I feel like if I were to go back to Paris today, because I've changed so much, and maybe my core personality is still the same, however, my set of experiences have grown tremendously in the past 10 years. So I think if I were to go back, I'd be doing different things. I'm not as artistic as I used to be. I'm still a creative person, but I'm not like a fine artsy or like artsy in like this physical drawing, painting way. So I definitely be participating in different activities. And also at that time I was underage, so I didn't get to drink. So yeah, if I were to go to Paris today, I would definitely have a cocktail or two, and some whiskey, and maybe like a speakeasy bar. Now we're gonna try this guy. This is called a one bite pastry, and this is super cute. Side profile. It's like a nipple on a nipple. And then we got the blackberry, and then this is really cute. This frosting, oops. That frosting, it's not dry at all. You touch it and then you will mess it up. Yeah. I guess I should, how do I eat this? I kind of want to, I'll transport the blackberry so I get it in all one bite. Ooh! Did you hear that? The sound award goes to the one bite pastry. For a second, I thought there was like a layer of something sweet in here under that frosting, the creamy frosting. However, it's just basically the base as you see it is, with the frosting on top. And this frosting is, I could barely taste it. I could barely taste it. Oh, that sound. Let's hear it again. I would just finish eating this just for the sound effects. That's a gorgeous sound. It sounds tastier than it actually tastes. Well, on a positive note, I probably won't get as much of a sugar high because these are not too sweet. I guess in that sense, oh look. $3D lipstick. That's done. We have 3 left to try. I also went to what do you call it? La Provence. There's like an aqueduct and people were jumping into this stream, like a lake. I don't like to jump into the water from like tall cliffs. I don't know. Some people are really good at it, but I'm just like, well, if I were to do that, I might as well have gotten better traveler's insurance. It's not that sweet, and yet I just want to keep eating it. Maybe because I'm hungry. Oh, it's getting kind of bitter now that we're getting to the bottom part of this tea. Have you guys been to Paris? And what did you like most about it? If you want to eat like authentic food of anything, you should go to that country. Like when I was in Paris, one of my native Korean friends, she was a classmate, or she was a schoolmate. She was in a different class, but we were still friends. She really wanted to eat Korean food. She really missed it. For me, I was like, I just want to eat my croissant, my buttery croissant while I'm still in Paris. Why is my ear itchy keep going? You know, some people say like, if your ear itches, it means someone's talking about you. Yeah, so I was like, I kind of want to go to that French restaurant next to our hotel because they have really good food. And why am I going to eat Korean food in Paris? But then she was like, oh, Mina, let's go. So I was like, okay, fine. So I went and I ate Korean food. And a lot of hot Parisian boys were walking by, these men. And we go into the restaurant and we eat the food. And we did not smile once while we're eating because it was really bland and it was very pricey. So when, you know, like when you eat Korean food abroad, you can't really say you tried Korean food. You know, like people tell me often too, like when I eat their ethnicity's cuisine in America, they're like, oh, you should try like homemade Indian food or like homemade Persian food. It's so much better, you know. And yeah, so like similar thing, you know. The thing is, like, when you eat an ethnic food in America, the businesses tend to cater towards the American taste bud. You know, it's business, so they gotta make money and attract the American customers. And of course, these American customers, well, they're all kinds of different cultures, right? So yeah, yeah, but I'm not trying to like discourage you from trying, for example, Korean food in Paris. But yeah, just keep that in mind. And as I'm eating this too, this is just like a Korean spin on French pastry, you know? Yay! So, shall we go with something savory? This one is the, what was it called again? Hawaiian sausage bread. And there are the twinsies. And if you look closely, there's some corn on there. And is that parsley? I believe so. And the nice little detail is it looks like, you know, what do you call it? It looks like a silkworm. Silkworm has these little indents, right? So like a friendship necklace, I will cut it in half. And ooh, is that cheese? I see some white, something creamy and white. It's very sticky, sticking to this plastic thing so much. By the way, this plastic thing is very glossy on the bottom. So when I first touched it, I thought it was grease, but it's not. Wait, is it grease? No, it's just plastic and glossy. So here we go. That's the inside, cross-section, profile. So it is sausage. I just took a bite of only the sausage. Next bite will be of the whole, like all the ingredients. This sausage. This sausage is well, unsurprisingly, it is salty, and there is something spicy in this sausage. That was a surprise. Didn't expect that one coming. And there's a green seasoning on top. This vegetable. It looks like it's like a dried herb that was sprinkled on there. Not like a fresh herb. What's so interesting to me is how every human being, we have the basic actions are the same. No, we eat, we poop, we breathe oxygen. There's a set of actions we all have in common. However, the way we do them, and it was very interesting. The way we eat, what we eat, you know, the common action of eating we all have, but the details are so varied. And the action of thinking, we all do thinking, you know, but the way in which we think is also so varied. What is this white stuff? I think it's cheese. I don't know, it doesn't taste cheesy. Can't be mayonnaise. It doesn't taste like mayonnaise either. It's a mystery. It's not too hot right now. Oh, what's that? It's like a piece of bone or something. It's stiff. What is it? Anyways, I'm not gonna eat that part. Alright, we have 2 more pastries left. So far, which one do I like? What's that sound? Neighbors. Neighbors making a ruckus. Those hooligans. So far, the waffle, the Belgian waffle, is still the most flavorful, the most sweetest. For some reason, I do like this coffee bun. However, I only like smelling it. Maybe this is still my favorite because it's like a childhood classic to me. It's very chewy though. So if you have like if you have a loose tooth, I suggest you go with the inside of this coffee bun instead. Alright, because I'm so excited for this guy, I'll save him for the last. I think it was a Canele. Canele? I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Next is a sweet potato. Before I take it out, I'll give you guys a close look. There's a black sesame seeds in there. As you can see, there's black sesame seeds in the tapioca bread and the bear claw one, and in this one, so 3. Oh, and on the back there's a sticker, and as you can see, there's an Eiffel Tower. Healthy and fresh bread since 1945? Whoa! Paris Baguette has been around for that long? We care about ingredients and where they are from. We think freshness is important. Carefully selected ingredients. Artisan bakery. Artisan is kind of like a trendy word these days. I think I read somewhere that, like, if anything has the word artisan in it, it spikes up sales. I guess it makes things sound more fancy. Ooh, very yellow. It's interesting. It looks like, I don't know, it looks funny. Like, excuse me. It kind of looks like a weird face. Like, this is the smiling area, and this is the nose, and this is like scrunched up forehead. Yeah. But anyhow, it's interesting because it looks like these 3 parts have been hollowed out. Without further ado, that's very easy to bite into. It's food for grannies. It's the softest of everything we've had so far. Yes, I do get a sense of that sweet potato flavor. Once again, I feel like it's has a stronger fragrance compared to the taste. The smelling it is more enjoyable than eating it. And if you see the sweet potato paste to the bread ratio, there's a lot more bread in the sweet potato paste. I'll say it's like 2/3 bread, 1/3 sweet potato. It tastes like the average way people view a grandma's life. Kind of plain, with a little bit of sweetness. Yeah, not too exciting, not overly exciting. Just exciting enough. Last but not least, Canele. Oh dear, I was waiting for this moment. Actually, today when I was at Paris Baguette getting all the pastries and putting it on a tray, this is the first thing I put on the tray because it's the one I really want to try the most. So yes, it comes in this kind of cupcake paper thing. It comes on top of that. And look at that. I just love it. I mean, like, you got these curves on the outside. And then the inside, it's kind of like a flower. It looks like a flower with a very small petals lining the outside. And then here's a side profile. Doesn't look too interesting, but it is very glossy. And it doesn't smell like it's gonna be sweet. And it's kind of like a volcano in a way because it's concave. It goes inwards. If you look at it from the side, it's like it digs inwards. So preferably I would like to have a knife and go boom, but I will just use my teeth. It's a little, I have to fight a little bit. It's a little hard. And the outside is tough. We just fight a little bit, not too much with it. And of this is a little bit different than your normal bread. Like, I don't know if you could tell the difference between the two, but it looks more, how would I describe this? It's like, alright, so the tapioca and this, the inside is more similar to each other. It's more, oh, how do I describe this? For reals, Mina, how do I describe this? All I know is that it's getting hot, very hot by the minute. Yeah, I mean, like, this one's more like cushiony, you know, it's like a dry cushiony, and this is like a more moist inside. Yeah, I think that's the way to describe it. It's more moist looking, and there's definitely less holes compared to your typical bread. I don't know, I feel like it tastes like it's a little burnt or something. Is that normal? This texture inside is akin to mashed potatoes. It's like a cross between mashed potatoes and bread. It tastes kind of burnt. That was a bummer. I was thinking that this would be the most dramatic taste, the most magical one of all. Maybe this yellow part might be more dramatic. Nope. I don't like the outside. The exterior of this guy is quite it's tough. However, I do like this inside. I think that's the best part of this pastry. That is certainly the best part. Ever so slightly sweet, just like the rest of the other guys. So, what's the best pastry I've had so far? Wait, I tried everything. I feel like I should have gotten one of the more interesting looking pastries. Some of the ones I wanted to get, they're like $5, and I was like, I don't know if I want to get too many of those. You know, I try to, like, every mukbang I film, I try to keep it within like under $20, at the most, well, at the most 25, but sometimes I might get up to like $27. But today, all this together was $18.35. Yeah, so it's actually like a good price. It's not too pricey as long as you choose like the smaller ones, and actually even the big ones are not too expensive. Like this sweet potato bread was $1.95. Yeah, so if you're grandma, go with the sweet potato bread. If you're grandma but have slightly stronger teeth, go with the coffee bean or coffee bun. If you're grandma with a sweet tooth, want to be Belgian waffle, now that's interesting. It doesn't taste as sweet as it was in the beginning. Maybe because I had so much different kinds of sugar, nothing really tastes that sweet anymore. If you are a mother and you want to eat something with your kid, go with this. Relive my childhood memories. Family friendly. This one is decent too. But I wish, okay, you know that one bite pastry? The sound. It was beautiful. I wish this was also that had made that sound. This one tastes good because the red bean is paired with the black bean sesame. Okay, I'm getting quite full now. What else? Like, what else is going on with it? What's going on with your guys' life? Anything exciting? Nope. Like, some people travel to get away. Some people travel to look for something. Earlier I was mentioning how certain actions we all take, like eating, drinking, playing. And travel is another word, something that we all do. But the way in which we do it is also very varied, also very different. You know, sometimes we just gotta get away, clear our mind. So some people will just chill out at the pool in a tropical place, a tropical island, and they'll stay at a 5-star resort. Other people, we like to have more authentic local experiences, so we will stay at like a hostel or like a guest house and sleep in a room with like 9 other people. Other people, we like something in between, something comfortable enough but have our own privacy. And depending on the type of accommodation you choose, it'll change the way you experience a country. I mean, when you're staying at like a guest house or like a hostel, you're meeting other travelers, and you're gonna be building relationships with them, and you might end up traveling together for the rest of your trip. So that is like beautiful in that sense. However, also if you like end up rooming with the wrong people, like they steal stuff, or they're just very loud and like they party until 4 a.m. and then they come into the room like yelling and being all drunk, then it's not a good experience, of course. But you can't predict those things, so you just have to, like when you do guest houses and hostels, like you just need to have that, you know, your mindset ready. Like anything can happen. In the best case scenario, this would happen. In the worst case scenario, this is what will happen. And you know, you just have to have an open mind, open heart. And then if you do like the whole 5-star resort, yes, it's very comfortable. You got great Wi-Fi most likely. You know, everything's very clean. But it's like a very framed sort of experience. But as long as you know that's the type of experience you'll be getting, and you want to have that experience, and who says you can't? You know, we all have our preferences, and you just do what you want. If that's the balance in life you need, then you go do it. So I'm gonna take this last sip of my tea. Ooh, that was a strong one. Strong sip. Woo! I'm gonna digest, hit the gym. Thank you guys so much for joining me. And I hope that if you're eating with me, you enjoyed your meal as well. Yeah, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna eat next for the next mukbang, but if you have any suggestions, let me know what type of cuisine. Preferably one I haven't tried just yet, because I want to hit all those different countries on the map. So yeah, bye. Oh, I just bit myself. Oh, I'm guessing you gotta have it with the ice cream. Let me top it off like this. Oh yeah, that's